Welcome. Hello. Gotta fix the camera. I probably should have tested this before. Hey, there we go. Welcome back to more The Final Fantasy Legend. I'm pretty excited. I think we can finish the game today. That is the plan, at least. That's the goal. It's the dream. We're gonna try. I think we can do it. We're gonna play Final Fantasy Legend, aka Saga 1, Makai Toshin Saga. This game's really fun so far. I've been having a lot more fun than I expected. I know that sounds bad, but to be honest, I didn't really have very high hopes for this game when I first started it. I thought it'd be very basic, very primitive, and in a sense it kind of is, but it's also pretty fun. I like it. Really cool monster designs. The mechanics work very well in my opinion. All the different types of party members you can have is really cool. You can definitely replay this game multiple times with different party compositions. Be a lot of fun. I also like all the different worlds, how they have totally different themes, different quests to go through. But anyway, let's just play the game. I gotta do a couple things real quick because I was in a bit of a hurry. I have short time to stream. What do we need to do? 7 hours, 53 minutes, 53 seconds. Put on the clock. 7:53. 53. Boom. Switch to this scene. There we go. So I have short time to stream, so I'm hoping to get to the end of the game in I don't know, an hour, maybe 2. I have an appointment sometime between 9 and 2. Somewhere in that 5-hour window, I'm going to have to do something. It just depends on when the guy shows up. One of those deals. I'm kind of taking a risk because it's 8 o'clock now. So likely, guy won't be here right at the start of that window, but you never know. Hey, Grim, welcome. Good to see you. Let's open the game. Got BizHawk here. The Final Fantasy Legend. Hey, Dr. Mindbender, welcome. Fix the mic. I think we're ready to go. There's such good music here. So I'm actually really excited to play Final Fantasy Legend 2. Because I've been really enjoying this game so far. And the second game, the second Final Fantasy Legend, is supposed to be just so much bigger and better than this one. I'm pretty excited for it. Alright, let's resume timer, continue game. I immediately get into an encounter. Alright. Can't run. Can't run. Getting annihilated. Nate runs. Okay. So we're in World 4 right now. If I pull the map up, this is the map of the world that I'm in. It's a very low resolution scan. So that's pretty much a garbage map. Put that away. This world is like kind of a dystopian future world where this evil bird Suzaku is just flying around decimating anybody he sees on the surface. He's going through a rampage. And the people in this world live underground in like these subway tunnels. And they're trying to build a weapon to fight Suzaku. But I need to collect different parts for it. for the weapon, scattered across the world. And I got a clue for the first part in this building, so I'm gonna go grab that clue again. Smash this monster. A cat craw. So this is a gigantic library. We'll go up to the second floor, search it. So I wrote this down, but I might not have written it down correctly. So I just want to double check this here. Akiba is 14 blocks east, 15 blocks north. I did write it down wrong. Okay, 15 north. Can't just drug some meat and give it to the bird. I know, it's a gigantic bird. It shouldn't be too hard to get rid of. I don't think I have any healing abilities. Nope. This bull took a nice chunk of damage. Erg is a little low. That's fine. We'll just continue on. Let's cast fire on this thorn. Oh man, Batman on Game Boy. I remember watching Jiggy play that one. Where you have like the little tiny Batman sprite. That game looks so cool. Found Meat of Thorn. Cancel that one. I like my monster right now, so I'm not going to transform him until his ability points start getting a little low. Alright, so I need to go east 15 and north, or east 14 blocks and north 15 blocks from here. So let's hop in our speeder bike. And I'm a little bit nervous. Here we go. See, I can't fight Suzaku. I just have to run away from him like that. And it seems like you can never run first try. How many blocks did I go? How many blocks did that lake count as? 1? 2? 3? Oh, I'm at the top of the world. East 1, 2, 3. Does it mean tiles? Not like city blocks? Maybe it's right here. Hello? Oh, okay. Got a shop. Hey, 10 Elements, welcome. It has been going well so far, but I'm also only on the first game. So. Hyper. 3.1 million GPs to buy this. Geta? What? Is that a heel? Like a high-heeled shoe? Okay. Ooh, Death Spell. Death Spell's very nice. What is... I gotta buy one of these. Is that a healed shoe? Lady... Can you wear this? 7 points of defense. Can other people wear this? It's just like a bonus piece of armor. Oh, that's cool. Give me another one. Okay. I'll take it. Let me see if I need to buy any gear. Bull's pretty good with his silver sword for now. Man, I want that hyper, but there's no way I'm grinding 3 million GPs. House of Life. Don't need to go there. I can't talk to these NPCs. It's a little strange. Heal. Perfect. Guild. Don't need to do that. HP 200s. Huh. It might be worth buying an Elec or a Fire for my mutant. In fact, I'm gonna buy one Elec. Uh-oh. 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 Run. I left my bike in the town. Gotta go back in. Nate got blinded, so let's cure him. Fix the turn, or fix the order. I don't know how I'm supposed to... I think I was supposed to just go 14 tiles east, 15 tiles north. Because it looks to me like you can't... Oh my goodness. This is out of control. Let's save. Let's go here. Actually, let's... Vampic Sword. A Gunfish. Sorcerer. Urg defeated. I'm gonna reset. That wasn't ideal. I'm just kind of wandering around right now, which is a very bad idea. Because Suzaku is just annihilating me. I need to get back to town. Dude, this area is so dangerous. Okay. No, no, no. Go back. I don't have any more. I need more eye drops. Was it this guy? No. Hey, Bun Bun, welcome. Good morning, if it's morning. Can I buy eye drops here? Guild, no. That's the inn. House of Life. Weapons. Oh, looks like I cannot buy eye drops unless I am permanently blind. Ooh, look at this. The Master. Do you need a board? What ROM do you have? Come back with a ROM. Ooh, okay. I'll have to come back and do that later, I suppose. See, I'm supposed to be, like, assembling parts to a computer? And we're gonna use this supercomputer to destroy Suzaku? I'm gonna take this tunnel. I don't know where it leads. Okay, one Lamia still alive. Oh, two of them still alive. Bow down. Okay, got the path there. So these tunnels are the way you're supposed to be traveling throughout the world. Because otherwise you encounter Suzaku like every 5 steps. Or 1 step. It's kind of hard to tell where these tunnels are taking me though. Because they just spit me out on the world map. But I don't really have any context for where I am on the world map. Okay, I should kill the Seeker, kill the Thorn, leave the Adamant alive. I'll use Revenge Sword. I don't think Staff does anything. Nothing happened, yeah. And this is... I'm back to the library. Oh my goodness. Run. Run. Okay, this is the library. So I was told to go 15 blocks north, 14 blocks east from the library here. So let's save. Let's actually figure this out. Let's go east first. So I'm assuming that's 1 block, that's 2 blocks, 3 blocks, but then it just run into nothing. That's the edge of the world right there. So I guess my directions are wrong. Maybe it's 14 east, 15 north from somewhere else, not from the library, but it didn't tell me where. Run. 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 This is pretty brutal. Okay, there's the bottom right corner of the world. Run. I'm just kind of exploring. Even though I just said I wanted to figure out the library thing, I'm just exploring. Emiyoko town's to the northeast, but because of Suzaku, we're afraid to travel there. That must have been the town I was just at, in the northeast corner of the map. Don't go to the pub where gangs are. I've already been to the pub. Atomic power plants in the center of the city. I should probably be finding that. I just got a second bike. Suzaku will not chase you underground. Gotcha. I can't talk to these guys while on the bike. Makes this a little awkward. Secret path to the sewer in the northern subway. Drainage pipe of the atomic plant's connected to the sewer. So I need to get into this atomic plant. Okay, I'm gonna find an item shop. Should be right here. That's Guild. Yeah, I like how it suddenly turns sci-fi dystopian. With like the people hiding out from the evil rampaging monster, living underground. It's pretty cool. I dropped. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's fix the turn order. The party order, I should say. So I guess I'll just kind of put a hold on the whole library thing until I can get a little bit more context for that clue I got. Let's see what these guys say. Bike helps to avoid Suzaku. Are they all gonna say the same thing? Yeah. We get these people. The board should be in the rundown shop in Amiyoko. So Amiyoko, okay, the board was that shop in the top corner. I need a ROM first before I can get the board. Glad you're safe. So perhaps the ROM will be in the atomic power plant. Save. The center of the... Oh, let's just take this subway to the north. Run. Run. This should be the sewers that's connected to the atomic power plant? Atomic power plant? I've been through all these before. Bow, now, now, now. Meat of gunfish, cancel. One step and encounter. Gotta love it. I'm a little bit nervous about Bull's usage of his silver sword. It's gonna break someday. I mean, what if it's one of these just generic building tiles? Blinded. Can't run. I have to walk out. Oh, ooh, there's something over here. Run. These encounters! Oh my goodness. Maybe? What if... Erg defeated. Okay, I'm gonna be resetting. I just want to see what this building is. Can't run, can't run. It's nothing! Yes! I'm gonna reset. This is pretty tricky. I'm just not really sure how I'm supposed to approach this at all. These are all the same building. I don't see the sewer that leads to the atomic power plant, which is where I assume I'm supposed to be heading. He said it's in the center of town. Let me find out that what did they say again. In the center of the city. Does he mean like the world map at large? Let me take a peek at the world map one more time. Oh yep, that helps a lot. I start in the bottom left here. That's where I am right now. Looks like there's something in the bottom right. So, due east from where I am now, that's where the tower is. I can't go back to the tower yet until I get the spear from this world. Now the clue at the library said to go 14 blocks east, 15 north. but this entire world only has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks? It's gotta be talking about individual tiles from the library. Yeah, let's head back. Let's head back to the library. Just gonna wander back and forth like this for a while. I think this path leads to the library. Stone Man. Doodle-doo-doo. A lava worm. Save my silver sword. Okay, this is the tower. Again, reference the map. Okay, now I'm in the tower, which is kind of the center bottom. If I take the top right road and just follow it due north, looks like it'll lead somewhere. And the library is... I don't know where the library is on this map. It's kind of hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere up here in the northeast section. There's also this whole bit on the east side I haven't checked out at all. Tricky, tricky. Let's risk it. Let's just go this way. Oh, there's the library. Cool. Save. So I'm going to assume they're talking strictly tiles. 14 to the east, 15 to the north. So, excuse me, we are 2 tiles east. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 will be on the right side of this path. So we go right here. Now we're north 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're at 5 north right now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. 13, 14, 15. Yes, yes, save. Ooh, revive. The Hydra. Give him the Vampic, give him a tail. Bull needs to heal, so I should probably do that. Item. Let's use one of my... I don't have any X potions. No, I don't. I sold them all. Let's use an elixir. Okay. Looks like this building only had that revive, which is still a good item. ROM! Yes! I need to take this ROM back to that city in the northeast corner of the map. And they will give me a board for it. Now. Overloaded with items. Well, let's equip this elect book on Nate here. He doesn't have any room. Oh, another cat craw. Nice. Dr. Mindbender asking the real questions here. I'd have to assume so, unless you cauterize where you cut off the meat. It would grow back. Or grow back 2 more pieces, yeah. Yeah, I've always... I can't say I've always, but... That's a good question. Do hydras only grow back when you cut their neck? Or is it just any piece of their flesh that you cut off duplicates and grows back? Like, do hydras have legs, obviously? Can you cut off legs of the hydra and then all of a sudden it's like a centipede hydra? I don't know. I don't know the... don't know the exact physiology of the hydra. I want to give this cat craw to Nate here, because cat craw is an agility-based weapon. But I'd have to get rid of something here. Balkan's a multi-target weapon. So I like Nate having access to single-target and multi-target weapons. But I'm going to get rid of the Balkan here for the cat craw. Because Nate has spells which will hit multiple targets. And we're going to give this Vulcan over here to Lady. Or Balkan, not Vulcan. Check the bookcase. So now Nate can cat craw, and that should do massive damage. $147. It's not really massive damage. In fact, it's weaker than the Vampic sword, so I should probably just not even worry about it. Ooh, Ammonite. New monster. Continue exploring. Free items are the best items. Oh, X potion, nice. X potion heals like up to 150 to 200 HPs. Elixir heals you to full. Nice, we got what we came for. Let's just go straight for the city. Oh, okay, that was easy. I thought it would be a much more arduous journey. What ROM do you have? You need this board for that. Oh, drop the eye drop. So I have board and ROM now. So that's 2 of the 3 pieces required, I believe. And the third, the last piece, should be in that atomic power plant, which I haven't found access to yet. We're going to head back to the city. What's my money look like? Yeah, let's just head back to the city. Save. I want to get rid of my 2 items to free up some inventory space. Get the Seeker or the Vampic. 4 heads on the Adam Ant should kill both of those. Bull's just gonna sit here and use Revenge. Cat Craw on the... Okay, didn't quite kill the big eye. The Seeker. So Cat Craw should kill the Seeker there. Tail on the Thorn. I need something else for Bull to do? I should just use my silver sword. There's no sense trying to preserve uses of it when I can just buy a new one when I run out. I don't think money's going to be much of an issue. Now. Take... Now, if I find a way to get all 4 of my party members resistant to flame... Like, why is Lady resistant to flame? I wonder if it's her ghetto shoe that she's wearing. Maybe her heels make her resistant to flame? I don't... Dragon armor could be flame resistant. But I don't think I have access to dragon armor in this world. I couldn't outfit all my guys with it. Let's use the Balkan. If I can get my whole team to have fire resistance, it'd be a lot more safe traveling above ground. Because that's Suzaku's big heavy-hitting attack is the flame spell. This should be... Oh, this is just the library. Okay, this is fine. We're halfway there. Take this path. Where do I go now? I go up here. I'm a little confused as to where I am, but eventually come to the spot I'm looking for. Gunfish. Where's the guns? That fish needs more guns. Bow, now, now, now. Oh, it tried to squirt on me. I believe this path leads to the city. No. I should kill him right there. I'm racking up a nice chunk of change as well. So I don't mind these battles. Okay, let's see if I can drop off my 2 pieces I've collected. Next is plutonium for energy. Tomorrow we go to the... Oh! So we just automatically go to the... Weren't you going to mention it to them? No, they will be better off. It's a cutscene. So true. Are you going to leave us behind? We'll come with you. What? Dude, look at this is so cool. What's going on? Let's jump. What? Friggin' Akira speeder bikes. We'll handle it from here. I'll wait for you. Save. Dinosaurs and ninjas? This is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen a game where ninjas and dinosaurs team up against you. Imagine if the ninjas could harness the power of the dinosaur and ride them into battle. Dude, they'd be unstoppable. This game is just so absurd. I love it. Just think, you go to a dystopian, like almost apocalyptic cityscape, being ravaged by this rampaging phoenix flying through the air, go underground to the sewers, and there's ninjas and dinosaurs teaming up to fight you in the sewer. This is just incredible. Okay, let's use Vampic on the Sorcerer, 4 heads on the Gunfish. That should kill the Gunfish. Sorcerer might survive. Silver should probably kill the Ice Crab. We'll hit Catcraw on the Sorcerer just to be safe. Okay, took a little bit of damage, so we're going to heal up with this X potion. Okay. One single Gunfish. Save here. I didn't realize you could walk on these tiles. Or hover bike on them. Oh, interesting. So now we're like climbing up the atomic power plant. If we fall off the edge, we just appear back in the sewer. So that'll make backtracking out of here very quick. Okay, gotta go the other way. I'm pretty careful with my movements here, otherwise I'll just fall off. Yes! My favorite fight! If this dinosaur drops its meat, I'm going to eat it. Yes! Eat. I became a black cat. Nail bite, gaze, stop. That's a new one. Stealth and warning. See, sometimes your monsters will get these passive abilities, and there's no explanation anywhere what these do. You just kind of have to figure it out. Like, they don't have any uses. They don't even show up when I'm in battle as options to be selected. I can't just use them. Like, I don't think there's a back attack mechanic in the random encounters. You can get preemptive strikes, or they call it initiative. So maybe, like, stealth raises my chance of getting initiative in battles. I don't know what warning would do. So many mysteries still in this game. See? Nate, initiate an attack. I think that means that my whole team gets a free turn. Every time I've gotten that message, I've won the battle in the first turn. So I don't know if that means my whole party gets a free turn, or if they all just act before the monsters do. I could test it pretty easily, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to kill the Gunfish. Climbing tower. One dinosaur stands alone. Yeah, it does look like a Magikarp. Dinosaurs have pretty high defense. Alright, next floor. Make liberal use of the save. This being a Game Boy game that was sensibly designed, you can just save anywhere. Let's have it. Oh! I killed that thing. I didn't realize the big guy I was fighting was that NPC. Okay, I bet if we fall off here, we end up back at the start. I don't want to do that. Oh, another cutscene! I finally caught up with... I'm going to turn the text speed down a little bit. Save. Leave it to me. Socho! I've shown you a real man, haven't I? Oh, didn't have to do that. This band, you're overloaded. Drop item. Look after my sister. And fight these dinosaurs and ninjas for me. That should kill? Nope, didn't kill any of the dinosaurs. Oh, dinosaurs don't really hit hard. So this ice will kill those 2 dinosaurs. That just leaves the 1 ninja. I could save that. Cat craw. Oh, it's a helmet. Band is a helmet. So let's equip that. Get rid of this army helmet for band. That's pretty good. Giants. Is this hurting me, walking through this? 663, take a step. It is hurting me to walk through this. We found plutonium! Let's use it to complete Erase 99 so we can neutralize the force field. This is brutal. They're just giving me tons and tons of items that I have to carry. We're gonna drop needle. Intruder! Alert! Get him! Get him! Warmech. Cat craw. I get the feeling he's gonna be immune to Vampic. I'm gonna try it. But Machine being a machine likely can't use the Vampic sword to drain life from him. I'd imagine that only works on like organic enemies. Oh, it does work. Turks Erg by Balkan. That hurt. I don't have any healing abilities. Let's try and stop him. I doubt that will work. I don't have any healing items equipped. She has resistance to stop. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Only this... Oh, he's dead. Okay, 2 turns. Holy crap, dude! This is unreasonably hot jam here. I don't want to go into the town because the music might stop. Alright, we gotta do it. Oh yes, it didn't. He's dead. Oh no. Did Suzaku destroy everybody? Oh, now the music stopped. Oh, the inn's still fine. Ooh, there's encounters in town. I should probably save. I need to get a new weapon for Bull. The Innkeeper is all-powerful, yeah, you were right. Hey, Sunfall, welcome. Good to see you again. Yeah, the music in this game is incredible. Took a little bit of damage, not much though. That should kill the 2 gunfish. Ow, 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 ow. My Hydra is a little weak, like... Or not my Hydra. I don't have a Hydra. What do I have? I don't remember what my monster is. Black Cat. He's kind of weak. 89 strength, you'd think he'd hit for more than 70 damage, but he doesn't. Can't go in there. House of Life is still alive. Go to the bar. Nothing better to do and post a... Ah! Briar Cup, thank you for the subscription. 11 months of support. Good morning, hope you're doing well this fine Sunday morning. Thank you again. Speak to me. Sayaka's in the skyscraper. There's a skyscraper? I don't know where that is. He's dead. Skyscraper must be that tower in the top left corner of the map that I saw earlier that I couldn't get into. Let's talk to that guy behind the bar. Hey, Saska, welcome. He's dead. He's dead. Okay. So the inn is the only thing left of this town. So if I want to buy new weapons, I'll need to go back to that town in the top right corner. Which will be a bit of a journey. But would probably be worth making before I go and try and climb the tower or the skyscraper. So we're gonna save here. I can't even go into the tunnels. Oh, looks like Suzaku's gone. That makes things a lot nicer. Yeah, Suzaku's just gone. Okay. Things have gotten a lot better now. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on poor Erg. Let's use one of my elixirs, I guess. Save. Chimeras. 4 of them. I gaze them. Just cursed all 4 of them. I don't know what that does, but they're now cursed. I'm gonna eat this. Change to Korun. Tusk, strict, poison, and ice. That's probably a trash monster. Oh, I can go in there. Save. Okay, this place is still alive. That's 85,000 gold. So I just gotta spend my money and then go to the skyscraper. Do I have any slots in my inventory at all? No. I'm carrying around this army and this elect book, which I don't need to be carrying. I can't stack these 2 revives on top of each other. Revives are nice to have just in case. I don't think I need to hold on to them because since you can save anywhere, I could just save scum, and if I die, just reset. I'll keep 1 revive. I've been holding on to this elect to equip Nate with, but I think Nate is fine just having these. And then relying on his abilities for AoE damage. I could also get rid of... I don't think I want to get rid of his armor. Because Nate's in the front line, so he gets targeted the most. So I want him to have decent armor. 70's decent. I got 2 slots here in Bull. So I'm gonna need a new weapon for Bull. Lady... I don't need the staff at all. Staff is trash. The silver is also trash. I can't unequip it because I don't have any empty slots. Oh, she's carrying elixir. I forgot about that. So I do have healing items equipped. Alright, let's sell 1 of my revives. Sell the army. I'm just going to sell this elect book. Let's do a little bit of inventory management here. Unequip the staff. I think that's all I need to do. Now sell the staff. I didn't even see how much money I made. Shuffle these around. Let's put the erase down there. Those on the bottom. Put the healing. Gives me 3 slots to work with. We're gonna buy a dragon sword. Equip that onto Bull. I'd love to have this hyper, but I'm not grinding out 3 million GPs. That's just not gonna be a thing that happens. I'm sure it's overpowered and incredible. I'm just not gonna do it though. That's really all I need is just that 1 weapon for Bull. So I'm going to spend the rest of my money, of course, the last shop I go to, at this shop. Oh my goodness, he doesn't even have HP 600. Oh well. I was hoping I could buy some HP 600s to raise my humans' HP. But it's not going to happen. Huh, let's just go. Save. I'm assuming this is the skyscraper. 4 ice crabs. Probably immune to the ice spell. Give him the Balkan. Oh, they hardly do any damage, so this isn't much of a dangerous fight. So it's 9 o'clock right now. Sometime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. I have a plumber coming over to my house. So I could just abruptly cut stream sometime. I hope it doesn't happen. I'm kind of gambling here on the fact that he'll probably arrive later in his 5-hour window he gave me than earlier. So there's a chance I'll just have to save and cut stream abruptly. But if that happens, I'll just pick it back up once he's done. I'll stream again later. I'm hoping I can just finish the game though before he shows up. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. It's a gamble. Yeah, my silver sword's almost gone. I'm not gonna eat that. Let's just go straight up the tower here. Big empty room. Four sorcerers. Last silver. Yeah, I should ask Dr. Mindbender. Hey, you ever play Final Fantasy Legend? You want to give me a hand here? I have a guest streamer. Ooh. So somehow my guys are immune to elec element. Dragon sword. Let's go like this. Let's unequip the dragon sword from Bull and then re-equip it up at top. What? What? That was weird. Freaking fantasy walls. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Dokuro Muja. Let's Balkan these guys. Bull has resistance to blind. Oh. Okay. I'm definitely not sad about that. I just don't know how. What is he wearing that makes him resistant to blind? Big empty room. Ooh, Snowcat. Let's see if ice works on the Snowcat. I get the feeling it won't. But my machine gun always works. Yeah, resistance to ice. Give him the Vampik. Just Tusk. Dragon. Vulcan. Vulcan should just kill all 4 of them. Or the 3 that were remaining. Buro Buro. 5 of them. Nothing. I shouldn't say nothing, but there are very few things better in life than mowing down ghosts with a machine gun. I love that this game lets you do that. Oh, resistance to ice. Oh, that's not good. resistance to ice. So we'll give him the cat claw, tusk, dragon, and machine gun. So all the remaining Buros are very low HPs. Just one attack should deal with all of them. Yep. One left. Which will fall quite quickly. Save. I gotta figure out how to get down there. Oh, I figured it out. This is a really cool dungeon. Another one of these. So this is weird. So I go up, that's going back in the door I just came from. If I go to the right, it just takes me straight up. I'm not pressing anything. And then I have to step off. I have to press left. Or do I? Oh no, okay, it just automatically pushes me in one direction. So it's like an invisible conveyor belt I'm riding. Demons. Almost out of ammunition for my machine gun. This ice should kill them. Oh yeah. I'm gonna eat this. Bone King. I have evolved to the ultimate skeleton. 666 HPs. Ice, fire, and elec, and sword. Ooh, this is good. This is very good. Okay. Is this the top? Are these... These are all rooms to explore. Oh. That's a little awkward, trying to navigate through this. No. That might kill them right there. Oh yeah. I don't know where to go. Here? Here we go. I am trying to move through this a little bit quicker than I normally would, rather than just thoroughly exploring every individual section. Because I feel like I'm strong enough to just instantly crush any boss I encounter. I think the longest fight I've ever even had throughout the entire game's been like 4 turns. So I get the feeling if I ever, or when I do get to the boss, I'll just smash it. So I'm not really too concerned about exploring and farming money and looking for items. Nate. Oh, Nate. Why'd you do that? Nate just transformed and he lost his multi-target ability. Okay, 3 of them left. They're all at very low health, so we'll just use standard attacks. Now. Nate should be back close to full health. Three giants. No. My last Balkan. Here we go. And I wasted that last Balkan. Didn't expect Lady to go last. Typically she goes first. These tiles hurt you every step you take. Oh no, we're going back down? What? What? Okay. I'm gonna assume this is the way to go. 4 dinosaurs. Just as I run out of area of effect attacks. I think dinosaurs are weak to ice. Oh yeah. Critical hit! Dinosaur's dead! That was cool. Critical hit didn't even deal a damage value, it just straight kills them. That's the way to do it. So I keep coming to new areas, so I'm assuming I'm heading in the right direction. Go back down? I mean, there was more places to explore in that last section. Thunder. I'm gonna guess Thunder is immune to Elec. Let's throw fire at it. Thunder was easy. What are they doing? This is highly amusing. Oh, okay, found the real one. Donuts? Do these hurt me? 809. No, they're just cool. Tengu behemoths. Oh boy. Let's throw ice at the behemoths. Dragon the behemoths, cat craw the behemoths. I'm hoping the Vampix sword takes care of Tengu, which it did not. Okay, defeated one behemoth. Oh, behemoths aren't too strong. Okay, just the word behemoth scares me because in Final Fantasy games, behemoths tend to be very, very, very powerful enemies. But in this game, they're just pretty easy. Let's eat this. Korun. Okay, I've been this monster before. That was kind of a downgrade. Save. Got some futuristic. Is this like a subway? Like a train car? It is. Wow, now. Resistance to flame, okay. Give him the cat craw. We'll do ice again. No, ice will be a waste. Just tusk him. Minotaur. Use cat craw. should be a good spread of damage. That was not a good spread of damage. I didn't kill any of them, but they should all fall this turn. I didn't quite kill that last Ammonite. I shouldn't have done that because Evil Eye is a downgrade. Lots of gaze. Oh, Beam's actually pretty good. No, this might be good. This might work out. Do I need to heal? Nah, we're fine. Oh, hey! Where's Suzaku? To your left. Okay. Do I need to equip this Erase 99? I probably need to equip this so I can use it in battle with Suzaku. That's my guess. Suzaku? Are you Suzaku? Save. No, that's an Evil Eye. I can just fight this Evil Eye as much as I want. Interesting. Ooh, this is a big fight, and I'm lacking in multi-target attacks. Buroburo's resistant to ice. This could be a dangerous fight. Okay, let's go for it. Beam should be able to take care of a lot of those Buroburos. Okay, that's 2 Seekers down. 3 Seekers down. Perfect. Ah, that didn't do very much damage. Lava Worm. Okay, they don't hit very hard, so this isn't too dangerous. One more beam and I should start wiping out those Buroburos. Lava Worm has special body. Okay, my HP's still good. Switch to Vampic. That should kill the Lava Worm. Beam, Dragon, Catcraw. Oh, it didn't kill the Lava Worm. That's fine. Let's flash him. Suzaku. Suzaku. Save. Let her go. Where did they go? Up. Suzaku. Can't get away. You're finished. Now, use that machine. Oh, okay. Well, let's unequip the Erase 99. It's item. You fool! Your force field is useless. Alright. The real fight begins now. Let's flash him. Dragon and Catcraw. Just go all out offensive. Catcraw. This fight will likely only take a couple turns. 53 damage, that's weak. Yeah, I'm not really worried here. Okay, 2 turns. A turn and a half, really. Eat. Dragon 5! Ah, yes. I made it! Bull, you are great. Thanks for everything. My brother may be in heaven. Oh, by the way, here's what I found. S-Sphere! You get the 4th sphere. I'm fine. I'm the next Socho. Socho's tomb. There we go. All 4 spheres are collected. So now I can go back to the tower, use this final sphere to unlock the top floors of the tower, and go to paradise, I guess. We don't really know what's going to be at the top of the tower yet. They've never said. Just paradise. And here's the tower. What I want to do, though, is go up here to the town, because Lady is almost out of her Catcraw. I'd like to restock her weaponry. I still have the ROMs and the boards and the Erase 99. I could likely just throw all these in the trash. So Hyper 3 costs 3.1 million GPs. Or Hyper costs 3.1. Oh no, it's Hyper with 3 uses costs 100,000 GP. That's what this is. I could buy this. I'm not gonna buy it. Although, what if this is like the ultimate attack for the final boss? Maybe I should buy it. I'm gonna buy a Catcraw. I'm gonna buy a Hyper. And with that, let's check out the abilities of Dragon. Nail, Tusk, Flame, Ice, Blind. Dragon 5. Let's go beat the game. Save. Let's go back. I really should stock up on healing items even more. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go. We're just gonna go. Dragon 3. Ooh. Flame's likely not going to be effective. Ice on the lava worm. Weak. I'm not gonna eat Dragon 3. I'm already Dragon 5. 5 chimeras. Critical hit! Chimera's dead. That might kill them. Oh yeah. Hey, Jeffe. Welcome. Enjoy the lurk. We're going to the end of the game right here. I'm pretty excited for this. Ba, 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 ba. 3 Hunter, 2 Triceras. Like, I might even be able to just run from these fights and just make a beeline straight to the top of the tower, because I feel strong enough to probably be able to kill the last boss. I mean, considering every boss I've come across has lasted at most 3 turns, I'm really not concerned about how hard the final boss will be. I think I could just smash him. I gotta find the path up, gotta find it. Now, where is it at? Now, right now I have Mutant Male Nate. He is an absolute powerhouse. Urg is my monster. He's a Dragon 5 right now. But as a monster, he tends to change around a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with Dragon 5. And then 2 humans. What in the world? Oh my goodness. On the spiky ground. Run. Good thing I ran. I got to an encounter the very next tile. Go back down here. Let's fight again. I don't like these jellies. Jellies hit very, very hard. That should kill the ogres. And kill the jelly. Perfect. Let's go. Floor 17. I don't want to go back down. Looks like we're on to new monsters. I don't believe I have fought Nagas before. Use the cat craw. Okay. I don't need to eat that. Just a wizard. So Bull's starting to run low on his dragon sword. If he runs out though, I can take the Vampix sword that Nate has and give it to Bull. That was weird. It just like zipped me up those stairs. I believe these floors are getting smaller. It kind of seems like we're approaching the top of the tower and it's like kind of coming to a point. Nue. Still pretty weak. Oh, I'm just gonna push forward. Oh, there might be multiple paths up the tower from this point on. Ooh, that could be interesting. Let's just go. Let's go up. Gummy, Naga, and Nue. So Cat Craw. The Gummy's gonna be a big concern. So let's go for the Gummy and Gummy. And split it like that. Okay, this is still fine. That should kill them all. It didn't. But this turn they will die. Bow, now, now, now. I don't have any more X potion. These are elixir there. Let's push onward and upward. Floor 20. Look how small this floor is. Let's go for it. I'm considering running away from these fights. So if I Vampic the Naga and then Tusk the Naga, Naga should be done for. Dragon the Gummy and Catcraw the Gummy. That might kill the Gummy. Nate got paralyzed. That's a shame. Didn't kill the Gummy. See, that 278 damage is why the Gummy's a big concern. That will kill the Gummy. Okay. Oh, I thought the Naga would die there. I thought the Gummy would die there. I didn't see who healed who. Fake puddle. Sometimes those puddles are healing puddles, sometimes they're fake puddles. That was a fake one. Let's continue up. I'm really relying on the save. Just in case something goes terribly wrong. Oh, healing puddle. Nice. Save. That's where I need to go. Or maybe this is where I need to go. Let's go. Demo Lord. Now we're getting into the real monsters. And they all got a chance to act, and none of them did anything. Everything they tried was ineffective. Oh, they have a lot of life. I would have eaten Demo Lord flesh. There's the beatnik zombie. Flame. No. 33 damage. Oh wow, they didn't all die in that one turn. Floor 22. I thought the tower would only be 20 floors. This thing. Okay, 4 wizard, 1 cockatrice. Cockatrice? Cockatrice? If this thing turns me to stone, I will not be happy. Okay, it's dead. These wizards are very dangerous. Hopefully they die right here. Just one. Okay. That was a dangerous fight. Careful, Shura lives above. This might be the end. Let's just save. Run? I might need a reset. Nate defeated. Run. Running was a bad choice. Urgus Stone. I gotta reset. I mean, you could just probably save, reset if you happen to come into an encounter. I wonder, does this work? The power of save scumming. Urg defeated. You can't ever run. Like, what's the point of giving you a run function if it's almost always fails the first 2 attempts? There we go. It's all of my healing resources spent up. Oh. Gotta fight our way through. Almost got petrified. I just fell down an invisible pit. Invisible pit. I'm resetting. There's an invisible pit directly in front of me. You gotta walk around the invisible pit. Oh, this game's mean. I'm gonna put the Vampix Sword onto Bull here, because Bull only has 2 uses of Dragon. Let's go. So, you've made it this far. I'll make a deal with you. A deal? I'll give each of you a piece of the world. How does that sound? No way! Will never work for you. I was just being nice. But now you've pushed your luck. Here we go. We'll see if this enemy survives more than 2 turns. Just go all out offensive. Hit 3 times. He hit very hard. I have no means of healing besides the Vampix sword, which Nate no longer has. Lady's cursed. I don't know what curse means. She still gets turns. This doesn't look good for me. This is bad. Erg is cursed. 11 damage by Tusk. Let's try Flame. Ashura defeated. This. Hopefully that's the end. We're still going up. It's a pitfall. There's a voice in the distance. Can you climb out? I'm back at the start. It's King Armor. Having lost the armor for the first time in my life, I learned what's really important. Thank you. It was nothing. I'll have a baby soon, and I'll be happy. Congratulations. Rio, was Ashura an illusion? Or... what do you mean? So we're back at the town that you start the game in, at the very base of the tower. And there was no way to avoid that pit trap, or that pitfall. I'm just seeing if there's any other NPCs to talk to, or if I have to go in that building. It's the House of Life. I guess I should save. Oh, it's Milio. What have I done? We look so much alike, yet we are so different. Jean is also a part of you. Jean. Hey, I healed. Remember us when you leave this world. Be brave. I won't disappoint you. Oh, it's Top Hat, man. This is not the end of the game. Well, this is like end game, but there's definitely going to be another fight if they're giving us gear like this here. Hermes shoes, dragon helm, dragon shield, power armor, lasers, magnums, gerbos, missiles. Doesn't Lady have... I never used Hyper 3. I should use that on Ashura. Door? It's my first time being able to buy doors. Arcane? I don't even know what a lot of these items do. How do I heal my curse? I don't know. Symbol? I gotta pull up the manual. Give me one moment here. I did not have this open. The cross is what removes curses. And they're not selling crosses here at the store. Symbol? Symbol could be the cross. They could have renamed it without telling anybody. Yeah, symbol is the cross. So in the manual it says that the cross removes curses, but it's not called a cross in game. You just gotta figure out that a symbol is the same as a cross. Naturally. Alright, let's save. So out of curiosity, what happens if I talk to him? There is a road to paradise beyond the door. Who are you? What happens if I just go? Okay. Seal's broken. I can still leave though, can't I? Yeah. Scorpion. Is Scorpion like the easiest of the easy fights? No? Okay, so it's a high tier enemy. It would appear as though I need to re-equip myself and probably reclimb the entire tower. So, let's begin doing so. A lot of money. Just checking out what gear I currently have. Like, this revenge sword has done nothing for me. Every time I've used it, it hasn't worked. Because you have to use the revenge sword and then get attacked after you used it. And you counterattack. But I don't have Bull at the front of the party, so he tends to not get targeted by attacks. I could get rid of that. Sun sword, defense sword, missiles. I can only buy like 4 of these. Tough choices here. The Sun Sword's half of my money. I'm gonna buy it. Now we can get rid of Revenge. Vampik I can give back to Nate, because Nate's gonna stay at the front of the party. So that's his healing. Cat Craw is likely something I need to get rid of. I need to upgrade from Cat Craw to the next tier of agility-based weaponry. So let's see if I can get rid of those. Sell that. Before I sell those, let's see if I can afford to Gerbo. It's probably Gerbo that I want. Magnum and Laser are so many tough choices. I don't know what to buy. Let's get one Gerbo. Equip it onto Lady. She still has the Hyper 3. So I'll move up so I don't forget about it. What about Nate? I'm not sure what I want to give Nate. Give him a laser, maybe? What can I do for armor now? Can't afford the power armor anymore. Can afford one dragon helm. Get a pair of Hermes shoes to equip. Oh, Bull's got the Gita shoe. They both have Gita shoe. 63. Hermes shoe doesn't give me any more defense. Huh. Yeah, that's not as good as the army hat. I'll just sell that. Oh, we're selling cat craws. 5,000, so I can get a couple of those. I don't know what the door does. So I'll buy one of those. I don't know what arcane does. Okay, I almost guarantee I don't need these ROM Eraser 99. ROM Erase 99 or the board. Okay, maybe this is a decent loadout. What happens if I step outside town? Oh, we're just back here. And we get tier 1 monsters. I gotta use my sun sword on it. I'm not gonna fight tier 1 monsters. Hey Duke, good morning, welcome. 10 times power clean into front squat, 10 Arnold presses. That is a killer, yes. That is a monstrous workout. Just 10 sets of, or sets of 10 power queens is a lot of work. Just the power queens. Queens are a very fatiguing exercise. Let's begin our quest up the tower. Enormous boss is just hanging out in the tower. Save. What do you got? Genbu 2, the rematch. Laser. Sun. Give him some ice. Gerbo. I'm gonna save my hypers for the last boss. Alright! Good boss. Consume his flesh. Change to Athalot. I got the raise spell, I got teleport, flare. This is like a top tier monster right here. Swap those two. Alright, well this is a good start. Oh, what floor? The tower has changed. Oh yeah. What floor now? This is still technically floor 1. But we're just cruising up the tower here. Sandworm. Save. Fireman. I kind of want to use Flare, but I'm not going to. Or just Sword, Sun, Gerbo. Alright, turns out Laser is weak. And Fireman is not weak. Turns out Fireman is actually a force to be reckoned with. I want to save my flares. Let's try and just stop them. Resistance. Okay, my Vampix sword is a nice source of healing. Fireman is special body. Okay. Last Fireman. Tornado. Let's continue to Vampic to top off my health. Okay, he should die right here. Gerbo might kill him. Yep. Save. Oh. Seiryu too. So, refighting all the bosses. Let's start with a... Let's just go all out. Vampic. Again, I'm gonna save Flare. I'm gonna save my Flares and my Hypers for the final boss. Vampic didn't work. And critical hit. He's dead. Eat the meat. Beholder. Oh. We have become Scimitar. Beam. D-beam. Explode. Warning. Gaze, gaze, gaze. Arthur's armor. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, ho. You have dragon armor. Save. It's a gang. Oh, let's just gaze at him. Sun Gerbo. The gang is confused. Explode. Man, how great would it be to explode on the final boss and just kill it? It'd be like the most satisfying way of killing the final boss. Let's see. Is this gonna be a boss? Nope. Korun. Let's give him the D-beam. Sun, Gerbo. Nothing happened, okay. Just normal beam? Save. probably should have stocked up with some elixirs before beginning my ascent here, but... Oh, resistant to flame. But oh well. Rakshasa. D-beam. Should kill one of them. No, these guys have a lot of HP. D-beam doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, there's one down. Two down. The D stands for it doesn't do anything. Continue our ascent. So I'm guessing. I'm just gonna save here and try that. I'm guessing door. You'll go. Oh, how about that? We can just teleport right back here. Pitfall. Let me reset. Okay. I just wanted to see what the door did. So now I could teleport to the individual floors of the tower where the exits are to the subworlds and go buy items there if I wanted to. That's good to know. This is going to be a bit of a dangerous fight here. Let's try gazing at the salamans. Maybe that will take care of them. Confused. Poor Nate is not in good shape. He could die right here. His mind is back to normal. I was hoping that would kill the Rakshasa. Hopefully they drop meat here and I can feed it to Urg, because Urg needs to heal. There we go. Feed that. Oh, you've... Okay, Ghost is good. Still have the raise spell, the bad touch, stop gaze drain. The abs, thank you for the host, welcome. We are at the end of the game, I believe. Ascending the tower for the last time, going to fight, I don't know what. I'm assuming we're gonna fight the guy in the top hat. I think Top Hat Man is the final boss. Pick. I didn't even see what touch did. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, touch drains HP. And it hits very, very, very hard while doing so. This is autopilot. Okay, save. Byakko 2. It's our third boss refight. Laser sucks. Let's go with flame. Touch might not work, but we gotta try it. And then sun and Gerbo. Resistance to flame, okay. Gerbo. Nothing happened, nothing happened. So laser, he's immune to draining abilities, so touch won't do any good, drain won't do any good. I don't know if my monster can do anything here. We'll try stopping him. Resistance to stop. He should die any turn though. Any time now. I don't know, stop doesn't work. Gaze. Oh, he's dead. Critical hit, he's dead. Consume. Ooh, Lilith. Tail, 6 arms, strict, elect, flame, gaze, and quake. Resistant to damage. That's a pretty good resistance to have. What is this? You get a shoe. You got a shoe. If I replace... Why do I want a shoe? Is this better than my Hermes shoe? It's better than my Get a shoe. Okay. Just make heavy use of the saving and reloading, because things are starting to get a little dangerous up here. One armor, I can fight this. Vampic. Let's give him the... Give him the 6 arms. Now, according to our compass, we're only on the first floor. So I wouldn't be able to teleport back here, I don't think, by using my door. 2 Dragon 5s. Oh, this will be a fun one. 6 arms. Let's go all out. That was powerful. Dead. Erg resistance to ice. Perfect. Erg is resistant to damage, just in general. I'm not gonna eat that. My monster is very good. Alright, so this should be Suzaku refight. I gotta find the right way to go. I know I'm heavily abusing the saving and not really the reloading, just saving. But that's because this is pretty dangerous territory. If I get into a bad encounter, I could just die. I don't want to just die. Suzaku 2. Laser, 6 arms, Sun, Gerbo. I might just critical hit him and kill him. I didn't crit and kill. Lady has 4 HPs. Lady's dead. Suzaku's dead. All these fights have been ended by a critical hit. Change to Dark Rose. Nose, drink, sleep, stop, gaze. Okay, Dark Rose was a bad transformation. I kind of want to reload Mazmoon. I'm going to redo that fight. And hope it goes a little bit better this time. And I'm not going to eat the meat afterwards. Man, I wish Nate had more he could do. Let's use one of my hypers. Oh. Nothing happened. Thank goodness I spent 100,000 GPs. Yes, I'll take it. Don't eat the meat. Mazmoon. Now the question here is, what attribute does Mazmoon use to determine damage? Because Mazmoon doesn't have a sword symbol in front of it, makes me think it's an agility-based weapon. Therefore, I should give it to Nate. Replaces laser, which is absolute garbage, with Mazmoon. Musashi. This is not Musashi, this is Musashi. Quake. So Mazmoon was decently strong. Definitely better than that laser. Okay, Nate is in a world of hurt. I don't really like the looks of this fight. But this shouldn't be too bad. A 6-arm, the Bone King, Sun the Gassed, Gerbo the Gassed. I was hoping that would do more damage to the Bone King. Okay, Gas is down. Vampik the armor, then just everyone else focus the Bone King. Okay. Alright, this is fine. Save. I might start save scumming and avoiding encounters. Just like a little scaredy cat. Because I wasn't smart enough to bring healing items with me. A terrible... Oh, pudding. We're gonna skip that fight. Fixed encounter? It can't be a fixed encounter. Let's take an extra step right there. And save here. Is this a fixed encounter? It seems... I don't know. Mazmoon the pudding. We'll fight it. Quake. Sun the pudding. Hyper. Holy crap. Oh, Hyper just obliterates every enemy in the encounter. So let's just go like this. Let's use up my last hyper right here. Obliterated. Hyper is just like a nuclear bomb. Okay, that should be the last floor. 2 Skillas and a Musashi. Let's give him the Quake. Sun the Skilla, Gerbo the Skilla. That's a lot of damage. My Vampix sword can't really keep up with the damage output that they're smacking me with. Okay. I'm a little scared here. Fireman, just run. That was a mistake. Reset. That was a mistake. Reset. Is this a real thing? As soon as I load my game, I get into an encounter. Alright. Looks like we're fighting this. There is no option to avoid the fight. Throw a Quake. The Musashis are the real threat here, so we'll go all out on the Musashis. It's that move right there. Oh, Nate might die. Lady's defeated. This is terrible. Nate's dead. I'm scared. I have an idea. The instant encounter. Maybe one of these turns I'll be able to run away. Let me pay attention here. So I select run, can't run, lady do nothing, Musashi attacks Nate, 2 swords for 352. Is that going to be the exact same every time? Musashi attacks Nate by 2 swords, hit 2 times 252. It seems to be stuck on the same RNG seed. Uh-oh. So we have to win this fight, or at least survive 1 turn and then try and run away the 2nd turn. Also... Hey Smooham, Jocko, Sweaty Beast, good to see you. Comsun, welcome everybody. Sorry if I didn't say hello. I'm engrossed into the game at the moment. I'm in a very sticky situation here. A very bad situation. Saucy defeated. I don't think I can win this fight. I might win it. Yeah, we'll probably win. But I'm gonna have to reset. We're gonna have to retreat from the tower and start over at the beginning. Oh, that was rough. And so what happened was I got into an encounter on that tile right to the left, directly to the left of where I'm standing now. I got into an encounter there, beat the encounter, then saved my game, and started walking up the tower. Got into another encounter later on I didn't like, so I reset my game, reloaded the save, and the instant I loaded, I got into an encounter. So it's like this tile to the left of me is a fixed encounter tile, and I saved on top of it. So every time I would reload my game, I'd get into an encounter. It's pretty mean. I can't go to the top of the tower now. Everybody's dead except for Bull. So we need to use door. We gotta get out of here. Have to try that again. First attempt up the tower failed. I have a lot of money now. I have a lot of money, so this time I can actually buy healing items before climbing the tower. Oh! Thanks for the cheer, Duke. Yeah, lesson learned, indeed. Learned the hard way that it's not wise to try and go fight the boss of the game without having any healing items on your person. It seems obvious in hindsight. Trying to think of how best to spend my money here. Because elixirs are only 10,000. So I'm definitely gonna buy 3 elixirs. 3 stacks of elixir. I'm not really too concerned about the hearts. Everyone's at 2, so they can all die again and still be fine. But now my 87,000. Let me check. I got lots of Mosmoon. Monster doesn't matter. I need a new weapon for Bull, and Lady's getting low as well. I'd like this better armor, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna... Oh, dude, another Sun Sword. That's all my money. Just buy the Sun Sword. And that's really all I can do. I can get like a laser. I just sold a laser, but I can buy another one. For Lady. Let's try this again. So I'm assuming the bosses I slayed will be dead. Yep. So now it's just walking back up to the top. The climb number 2, yeah. And running from encounters is a gamble. I don't think I can... I mean, I know I can't rely on trying to run from these encounters. I just have to fight my way up. Do lots of saving. Okay, that's 1/4 of the way down. 1/4 of the way up. Gang. Gaze at the gang. I should probably not be using Lady's Gerbo. I should be using her laser just to save the Gerbo because it's stronger. Save. Okay, Mouse Moon the F Flower. Throw down a Quake because Quake hits all of them. Sun the Squid. Laser the Korun. Attacks. Okay, nothing's happening. Korun, F Flower. They missed all of their attacks, so that was a very good turn. It's Mouse Moon. Tail, Sun, Laser. Good fight. Take a step and then save. I'm no longer going to be saving immediately after combat. I always have to take one step first and then save. Just in case I get in that same situation I was in last time. Okay, I think this is the last of these floors. What's this? 4 Rakshasa. This is a pretty mean fight. Let's hit him with the flame, sun, laser. And then that should at least kill the first one, and the other 3 will be fairly low. Okay. I'll just continue with the area of effect attacks. There goes Bull's Sun Sword, I have a backup. Unequip the Sun Sword from Bull to put it up to the top. Unequip the door. Do I need to use these elixirs? I should probably use one on Lady. Nate can heal himself with the Vampix Sword. Alright, we're back here. This is a bad fight. Sandworms can use Quake, which hits my whole party for almost 200 damage. This is a very dangerous fight. Let's see if I can re-roll it. This is an encounter that didn't pop up last time. So it's like the encounters are somewhat randomized. Okay, this encounter is now always occurring a certain number of steps away. I mean, if I open the menu, save again. 5 Rakshasa. I guess we're stuck fighting 5 Rakshasas. Huh. I'm really curious how this works. It's probably because... It's probably because I'm doing a hard reset, not a soft reset. Although the Game Boy doesn't have soft reset capabilities, it's only hard reset. And so when you turn the Game Boy on, it's starting at a fixed RNG seed, and there doesn't seem to be a way to manipulate it. Whereas if it were possible to do a soft reset, then that wouldn't reinitialize the RNG. And so I'd likely have different encounters, but that doesn't seem to be possible. Let's take a step, save. We're back to this fight again. So if I reset... I'll get a different encounter here. Yep, because I reset and reinitialize the RNG. But now this next encounter I'll face will be the same every time. I'll always get 3 Rakshasa and 2 Salamans right there. But if I enter this door and go like that... It's the same encounter, the same number of steps. So I guess my only way of trying to manipulate it would be to force the encounter onto this screen. And that'll be a different encounter than the one I just had, potentially. Let's see. 5 Rakshasa. So do I want 5 Rakshasa, or do I want 3 Rakshasa and whatever that other one was? 2 Sandworm. Let's just Salamans. We'll do this one. Nate might die. Nate might die. He's got like no HP. He's dead. He said, "Hey, Wall of Beef, welcome. This is the finale. I'm trying to make my way up the last dungeon. We've climbed up the tower, almost got to paradise. We fought Ashura at the top of the tower, killed Ashura, but then behind him, behind Ashu, we fell into a trapdoor, which dropped us all the way back down to the very start of the game. And now I have to climb the tower again. This is dangerous. Alright, well, we'll make this work. Sun Turbo. Kill 1 Rakshasa. Other ones still live, but at low HP, so we'll switch to Vampik. Let's flame the Rakshasa. That should kill those 2 Rakshasas, but not definitely. Okay, it did. So now it's just the one Salamander left. I'd like to kill him with my Vampik, so let's... You can't just skip someone's turn. I have to attack with the Sun Sword with Bull. I'm hoping Nate gets a turn. Nope. That's fine. This is the fight I've been dreading. I don't like sandworms, but we'll do our best here. I'll go all out on the sandworms. So their physical attack's very weak, but if they do Quake, it will hurt very bad. Two sandworms dead. There's two left. That flame should kill those last two sandworms. We'll switch over to the electric eel with everybody else. Ah, there's the Quake. That's what I didn't want to see. Oh, I only defeated one. That's a shame. These floors are mean. How am I looking? I have a save here, so let's see what the next encounter is. Okay, save here. One armor. Oh, this is a good fight. Vampik, give me a chance to potentially heal up a little bit. Good. This should be the last of these floors. Oh, one more. This should be the last of these floors. Dragon 5. Okay, this isn't too bad of a fight. We'll hit him with Elect, Sun, Laser. Dragon 5 defeated. Bull's resistant flame. Good. One more Vampik, and Nate will be back to full. Urg is a little low. Oh, this goes higher than I thought. Or this type of floor goes for longer than I thought. This should be the last. There we go. One Bone King, very good. I'll give him the 6 arms. Make sure to take a step before saving. Although I don't think it matters now that I think about it more. One Bone King. Oh, I'm getting really lucky with these fights. This isn't too bad. Mosmoon. Yeah, Mosmoon the armor. Use my last Quake. Armor attacks Nate 99. Oh, I didn't kill any of them. Wow. Let's Vampik the armor. That will kill him. Tail the gas. That should kill the ghast. We'll also laser the ghast, just to be sure. Yeah, Bone King's done. Gas is done. Perfect. Oh, I thought that would kill him. Wow. Oh, he won't survive this turn. Save. No plumber yet. I've got my phone here on my lap, just in case. I have an appointment. Plumber's coming by sometime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. He gave me a 5-hour window. Like, well, screw your Sunday. I'm going to show up sometime during your Sunday. So you just have to sit at home and do nothing and wait for me. So I decided to stream. So there's a chance I'll just have to abruptly cut stream because the plumber shows up. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Ooh, 1 pudding. In a war with bathroom repairs. Oh, see, I rent the house I'm living in, so I don't do bathroom repairs. Hello, landlord? Send plumber, this is broken. Thank you, bye. That's all I have to do. One of the few benefits of renting. Give him a Gerbo. Pudding scares me. That's why pudding scares me. Oh. He hits like a truck. But he should die this turn. So let's use one of my elixirs here. Take 1 step and then save. Yeah, pudding meat. Okay, this might be the last of these type of floors. Ooh, Spectre. Rock. This is not one of those ROC rocks. This is a ROCK rock. It's incredible. Erg's asleep. Maz, Moon, Sun, Laser. Wow, that was weak. Rock's defeated. Lady got drained quite spectacularly. Ghost meat. So use another elixir. Alright, we're back. So this is where I got totally hosed last time. And almost party wiped and locked myself into a game over. We're in paradise. Got a healing orb right here. Let's save. We have reached paradise. Top of the tower. We did it. There's a tree. And there's a table. This is quite lush. Quite serene. Unique sound. Unique music for paradise. Just like to point out. There's no monsters in paradise. I guess we did it. GG, we beat the game. We reached paradise. There's got to be one thing somewhere here I just have to find. Ooh, another tree. Oh, I'm back here. So perhaps we need to just follow the landmarks. Okay. Oh, yep, here we go. Fight the mobs, become a gangster. Been spending most of my life living in a gangster's paradise. The creator, congratulations. Been waiting for you. You're the first to finish the game. Game? Yes. It's a game I created. Is this Kawazu? What do you mean? People did not know what courage and determination meant. So I created a Shura to see what people would do. You're crazy. Shura tested all of you. So it was a game? That's right. I wanted to see a hero defeat this evil. You were all pieces of your design. You understand well. Many have failed the test, but it was refreshing to see courage in the face of danger. I want to reward you for your accomplishment. I'll grant you a wish. We didn't do it for a reward. Besides, you used us. What's wrong with that? I created everything. We're not things! How amusing. You're trying to pick a fight with me. Are you sure? It's the destiny of the mortals. Very well. Remember the greatness of my power. We're fighting the creator. He was kind enough to restore us all to full HP and full ability. This music is so good. Watch, critical hit, he's dead. Oh, that's not a critical. Creator, do nothing. Okay, Masamune is my strongest attack by far. No damage from 6 arms. Okay, that's a pity. I doubt Quake will hurt him. Let's try Alek. Masamune is where it's at. I just need to make sure Nate lands his Masamune every turn, because the other attacks are almost negligible. Creator do nothing. Resistance to Alek. Okay. My monster might not be able to do anything. Let's try Flame. $256, good. I mean, the Sun and the Gerbo combined are about 2/3 of a Masamune hit, so it is worth doing. Creator's resistant to flame. Let's try Quake. Creator attacks Nate by light. Nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing happened. Very good. Just keep landing these Masamunes. My monster... I don't think he can do anything. Tail? Nate by light, nothing. Erg's blinded, but it doesn't matter. 73 damage by the Mosmoon? Oh, what's going on? It's kind of, I gotta say, it's kind of disappointing that my monster can do literally nothing in this fight. Strict, we'll try strict. What? What's going on? I just took damage. I guess the creator is just disassembling the world around me and causing damage. Maybe it's the light that he used. Maybe he uses light one turn, then the next turn it hits you. I don't know. Nothing happens with strict. Just have to go all out. It's just my monster. We'll try gaze. Mosmoon. This Mosmoon's gonna carry me to victory. Okay, this is the hit on me. It's not bad. I've tried every attack of my monster, so we'll just go back to 6-arm. 6-arm is my strongest physical, so maybe if I get a higher damage roll, it'll actually do like 2. 264. There goes Bowling Lady. Okay. It's all up to Nate. It's all up to Nate here. Party's lost. I don't really have any other options to me. I just have to keep trying this fight. I just have to keep trying this fight. Otherwise I have to escape the entire tower and climb it again. Which I might end up needing to do. Should have wished for a different monster. You are correct. I should have wished for a chainsaw. So let's start with a power. That'll raise Nate's power up to 99. I don't think Mosmoon's damage is determined by his power stat. But just in case it is, let's do that. $284, so that's slightly more damage, but it could just be part of the normal variance of damage. Chainsaw is an actual item, yes. It's just called Saw in the game, but it exists. Okay, nothing, 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 nothing. 338. We're getting some good damage rolls here. Erg's blinded. It doesn't matter what Erg does. Okay, now we're getting hit back. Right's gonna start demolishing my two humans. Da, 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 da. So this turn, my 2 humans are gonna die. And the monster, okay. It's all up to Nate. I don't... Repent! It's a new attack. Oh, this could be good. Please just keep using Repent. And I'm dead. Now, I can't equip elixirs and then use them in battle. It's like I just equipped my 2 elixirs. And I won't be able to use them in battle. So I want to heal in battle. I'll need to leave the whole tower and pick up a healing spell and give that to Nate. It's just, I wish my monster could do anything. See, the elixir doesn't show up here. So even though I equipped it, you can't use it in battle. So I have no way of healing in battle. We can just try and damage race him. But, since doing a reset... Wait, tail hit him! I hurt him with tail. Okay, that changes things just slightly. But, I mean, resetting the Game Boy puts the RNG to a fixed seed, so these battles should, in theory, just play out the same every time. If I don't win this time with using tail, I don't know if I'll be able to win this fight. Period. Getting a little bit extra damage with tail, though. One damage. That 1 damage could be the difference. 125, it's a low roll. Yep, now the right's gonna come through, kill my 2 humans. His attacks seem to be in a fixed order. Right. Repent will miss, then miss. And now he's gonna do Flare, which will kill me. Oh no, 3 repents. 4 repents. There's the flare. This is tricky. Electro? Electro lowers the enemy's agility. Maybe I should use that. Man, if my monster could do anything besides a tail for 10 damage or 1 damage, it'd be so nice. There's nothing else I can do here. I can't encounter monsters to change my current one. I can't leave. I don't think I can win this fight. I can door, that's correct. It just puts me all the way to the start of the tower, and I have to reclimb the entire tower. And every time I climb the tower, my Mosmoon gets used up a little bit more. And the Mosmoon's my main source of damage. Yeah, Mosmoon was found in a treasure chest. I don't believe you can find any more of them. Just out of curiosity, we'll see what happens if I put Nate in the back. Maybe he'll take less damage. I don't know. Put Erg in the front because he's just a meat shield. I don't think this will make any difference, but shuffling things around will, I don't know, maybe change the RNG a little bit so the fight plays out a little differently. I'm not very confident in this fight. Tail, Sun, Gerbo. I'm gonna skip casting power. We're just gonna go straight Mosmoon. 235, 124, 62. I'm writing down these damage values because inevitably when I die, I'll retry this fight and see if the damage I deal is exactly the same from fight to fight. Which I think it will be. Here comes the damage. 76, come on. And if right starts wiping out people. 288. $264. I didn't even last as long that time. I didn't even get to the repents and the flares. So it did change things around. By me wandering around like that, switching the party order, it did change how the battle played out. Let's just do a couple steps here. I'm not really sure what to do. I'll try this a couple more times. I think I have to... I think I gotta leave the tower and reassess. I might have to do some grinding and buy the best armor for everybody. Increase my humans' HP. Gotta change my monster to a different type. I think I might need to reassess my approach here. $235. Next will be 124. And then 62 damage. And then 38 damage. That's not good. I'm going to add up how much damage I did, because I wrote down everything. So give me 1 second here. 235 plus 124. Plus 59, plus 123, plus 129, plus 289, plus 80, plus 8, plus 124, plus 283, 61, plus 125, 66, 212, plus 116, plus 32, plus 6, 247, plus 280. I did 3,331 damage in the last fight. 3331. That's how much damage I did to him in my last attempt. And this, so far, this attempt's playing out exactly the same. So I need to... Let's test out the laser, test out Electro. Electro just missed. Laser? Okay. We'll use laser rather than Gerbo. That might be the difference. Battle actions might. I don't know for sure yet if they do. I would assume they would influence the RNG. So all Urd can do is tail. I've tested all the others, even with using 6 arms 5 times in a row. Every single time it just does nothing. Tail at least has a chance to do a little bit of damage. Sun is moderate damage. We'll start doing laser. I bet seems like laser will be better than Gerbo, and maybe that little bit extra damage is all I need. It's 235. Bull will do 124. Oh yeah, because instead of 62, now we're doing 130. And tail's still the same, so we change that to 130. Nate will do 290. Now laser will do a new damage. 128. Bull will do 123. Tail will do nothing this turn. This turn tail does 8. Sun 129, Moz Moon for 289. Gerbo did 80 last time. Now we're up to 144. Tail did 8. Yeah, this is the exact same damage values as the last fight. It's just substituting my Gerbo damage with the laser damage. Everything else is the exact same. So Bull's gonna do 124. Moz Moon will do 283. Laser is gonna do more than 61 this time. 129, okay. Tail will no longer do anything. 125. Change that to 133. $212, yep. Now this is my last turn that the humans get a chance to do anything. So Bull's gonna do 116. Laser 106. Moz Moon for 76. Now after this it's just Nate. Because this turn my humans will die before they get a chance to act. And then Nate's gonna Mosmoon his way to victory. In theory. $288. I died one turn earlier. So somehow I'm affecting the damage he does on me. I didn't write that down. Man, this is ridiculous. Put the laser on top. I don't think any of this shuffling around makes any difference. I haven't tried Vampik. I just assume it won't work, but maybe it will. Let me try something. If I replace his army with Bull's band, that'll bring his defense up to 93. Perhaps that will allow Nate to stay alive a little bit longer. Arthur armor is the best armor I've seen. And if I replace Vampik with... let's just put Lady's Blank Shoe. 99 defense. Maybe that's going to be the key. Save. Let's try this fight again. I probably should have put Vampik on somebody else. Oh well. I'm assuming Vampik doesn't work, but I haven't tested that. Let's try it again. Laser. And just go pure Mosmoon the whole way through, so... Tracking the damage output, 235. It's still the exact same damage values. Tail misses this turn. So let's try 6-arm. $128, $123. Now go back to Tail, because Tail will do 8 damage this turn. Oh, they're attacking in a different turn, or in a different order this time. But they're doing the same damage. Tail missed. Last time it did 8. So we'll do 8 this time? $283. I think Urg is now useless. Once he's blinded, he just can't do anything. 212, 125. So I'm kind of banking on the higher defense of Nate, allowing him to survive another turn or two. So that's the last turn my humans get. Nope. We're getting extra turns with the humans. So things have changed just slightly. They did not get these attacks before. Usually this right comes out before they get a chance to move. So somehow, either by selecting one different attack with Urg, earlier in the fight, or by changing their equipment around. Probably the equipment. I've changed their turn order just enough to get them an extra turn. Yep, on to Repents. I have a good chance here. Because he repents like 5 times in a row. Oh. This is brutal. Oh, man. I don't think this is gonna work. It'd be a totally different story if I had a monster. If I had a 4th party member that could do anything meaningful, but I don't. Only 62 strength. I need to find a different form of monster with higher strength. I don't think I can do this. I'm trying to think of something else I can change, but I just don't see it having much of enough of an effect. Let me just test out and see if Vampic does anything. This will be my last attempt. A monster can't use any items. You can't even give him items to use. So I'm just going to be testing out to see if Vampic does anything. It does. Vampic works. Okay, this changes things. How would I slot Vampic onto this build? Let's just replace the shoe with Vampic. So I have 3 uses of Vampic, so I can wait for the turns when Mosmoon has a low damage roll and instead use Vampic, or just save it for when I'm low on HP. Just keep myself alive. Okay. This is the last, well, probably the last attempt. I get the feeling my plumber sense is tingling. It's probably going to show up soon. Try this one more time. So tail, sun, laser, Mosmoon. 235, 124, 130, and 38. Let's keep these up. 290, 128, 123. Miss. 129. 289. 144. 8. That's the last hit my monster lands. 124. 283. 129 from the laser. This is a pretty low roll Mosmoon turn. But I'm still going to use Mosmoon. Now I'm going to start using Vampik to keep Nate topped off. Because he should land his... Oh no. So Nate's at full life. So now I'm ahead in damage. Compared to where I have been. Vampik. That's good. But now my humans didn't get a turn. So somehow my humans didn't get a turn this attempt when they did last time. That's a little odd. My last Vampik. I gotta get through these low rolls. I guess that's the only low roll for Mosman. This should be 247. Someone's mind is back to normal. This will be 288. Oh, Erg's confused. That's why his mind came back to normal. 264. Here comes the flares. 299. Creator recovered. 52. 217. He's back to the start of his turns. Yep, now he's back to throwing lights out. $221. $260. There comes a right, which will just kill me. Oh no, this will be the right. So it looks like you only get about, I don't know, 10 or 12 turns. And then he just recovers back to full. And starts his pattern from the top. So I need to somehow... Yeah, I think recovered's a full heal. I can't buy more Vampik Sword. There is an item for sale called Arcane. I'm looking at the manual here. Arcane replenishes a limited use item. So I can buy an Arcane and replenish my Vampik Sword to get more uses out of it. But staying alive longer won't necessarily help me unless it's my human staying alive to do more damage, because I have a fixed number of turns in which I have to kill him, otherwise he heals back to full. So I think all I need to change, I should be able to use that on Mosmoon as well, which means grinding is definitely an option. I think if I change my monster, that's all I need to do. If I could actually get some meaningful damage from my monster rather than 46... Yeah, all he does is 46 damage this whole fight. If I could have him consistently do even 46 per turn, he'd still be the weakest of my 4 party members, but he'd be doing something more meaningful. then that would probably be enough. But I don't have time to do grinding and reclimb the tower. Okay. I don't think I can win the fight as is. It might also be worth buying these HP 600s and raising my human's life up to 600. Then they'd survive another turn. Yeah, Arcane right here replenishes the use or the durability. I could also buy X potions to equip them onto my characters, because X potions can be used in battle, but they only heal like up to 150 or 200 HP. So it's probably not quite worth doing. Perhaps Missile would be better than Laser for Lady. And better armor for everybody. Well, you've hit a roadblock. You hit a roadblock at the last boss, which is fine. We're going to have to reassess some things. I'm going to call it here for now. I'm going to come back later this afternoon after my plumber situation is over with. And we'll do a little bit of grinding. And we'll try again. I think if I just get my monster to a different form, maybe buy better armor, and invest in HP for my humans. I think those three things be enough to get me through it. I can replenish the uses of my Vampick. I don't know how effective that will be. Since it's a damage race, I'd rather focus more on outputting more damage rather than surviving longer. So, I'll think about it. I'll be back in probably a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, and play it some more. I really want to finish this today. So we'll do the very rare 2 streams in one day. I think it's be the first time I've ever done it. And try again later. So, thank you everybody for hanging out. I wish I could have won, but it was not meant to be. We'll try it again. Yeah. That's that. Let's do a raid. I'll send you guys over somewhere. Like I said, I'll be back later this afternoon. I'm gonna guess about 3 o'clock, probably about 3.5 hours or so. Give or take, you know, an hour or 2. We'll try and put this game to rest then. Just looking for somebody to raid. Ah, here we go. Looks like I'll send you guys over to Ashens. Ashens is a very fun streamer. Been around forever. Playing Weird. Truth is Stranger Than Fiction. The game I want to play. It's like a Myst-like game. 3D first-person adventure game. But it's very strange. It's very weird, as the name would imply. So I'll send you guys over there. Take care, everybody. I'll be back later today. A few more hours. We'll try and finish it then. Until that time, adios. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys later.